What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for jumping into another video. My name is Josh, and I'm just your average Joe day trader. Guys, it is Sunday night, August 10th, 10:35. The market is hot and live right now. Guys, we're not going to spend much time talking about anything other than what I want to share with you about tonight, Sunday night, going into Monday morning. You guys know that it is a big week tomorrow. We have several earnings plays coming up tomorrow. Guys, if you like earnings, I love to play earnings. I'm actually going to be putting out a video to kind of show you my, whole process in earnings, how I use a checklist to go through certain, identifying factors based on the company, based on their stock, market volume, and, market cap, everything that's going on with them. And how I choose what company I'm going to play earnings in. And remember, you don't always have to be playing earnings on the upside, meaning that they're going to have a strong earnings run. You also want the companies that may have a horrible earnings run, meaning that they totally bomb it, hit a bottom where people go crazy buying in, causing it and driving it back up to where it started and making your money that way. So we're going to talk about that in the next video. But we do have several stocks that are going to be posting earnings tomorrow. Let me actually pull up the earnings chart for you real quick just to give you an idea of what some of them are as I call them out. Let's see here. So we've got, let's see, Weight Watchers. Now, Weight Watchers, guys, is one that you'd think like, why in the world would you even be looking at Weight Watchers? So let me kind of share with you a little bit about Weight Watchers. Weight Watchers right now is somewhere in the $30 range. Let's pull up the chart real quick while we're in this together so we can see it live. Okay, Weight Watchers right now is at $38.31. Not a 24-hour stock. It's not running overnight. It's on a bit of a downtrend from Friday, which is totally fine. It worked its way up. It's coming back down. But here's the thing about Weight Watchers, guys. I'm going to show you something weird because Weight Watchers has been around for 100 years, right? Well, look at this chart, okay? The stock basically started at $23, up to $46.95, right now at $38.31. And this is June 27th. Now, here's the thing. Weight Watchers themselves were delisted. They had a bankruptcy issue. They filed, and their stock went to less than 10 cents per share. They got delisted, closed, done, gone. Okay. I even remember when I found out that Weight Watchers had gone bankrupt, they dropped it down. I thought for sure somebody would come in and buy them or help them, or some sort of a, investment firm would come in and help them along. And I wasn't wrong, but I was going to buy into that stock expecting it to run. It never did. It just continued on this horrible downtrend, and out the door it went where they got delisted. Well, now they're back and they're going to be posting earnings tomorrow. And my understanding from my research, they are doing incredible right now. So it looks like they're going to have a positive earnings result for their basically, first all out earnings report for this new stock, WW International. So we'll see how it goes, but WW1 I'm keeping an eye on, and we'll see how that flies tomorrow. All right, so Weight Watchers tomorrow afternoon after close, Big Bear AI. I am already in it. I bought some shares tonight. I did a video about Joby and a little bit of Archer, and that will be released here in the next few minutes. I'm working on editing that one, but I didn't want to fall out on getting my, basically my video done for the market update for you guys. So I'm in BBAI right now. I bought a bunch of shares. I'm going to see what it does through the pre-market. In the morning, it's already running up through the 24-hour market. So fine, I'll make some money on it and get out of it quick if I need to. But BBAI, we believe, is going to post some great earnings results. We'll see what happens. But keep an eye on it after close tomorrow. Oklo's another one, very strong. AMC is running. Archer, which you heard me say, Joby and Archer Aviation. Now, Joby did not fare well in their earnings report last week. They actually dropped down. We'll see what Archer does if it goes in the same direction. But again, Archer and Joby, both incredible companies. Great opportunity to buy it on the dip. And that's what Josh is doing. GoPro is announcing tomorrow after close. On Tuesday morning, not really anything that I'm really interested in. Pony AI is one of my best day trade stocks on that list. So we'll see what happens with Pony. Rigetti is posting after close on Tuesday. CoreWeave is posting after closing on Tuesday. Both very good companies. Wednesday morning, these are big names. So remember, there's tons of other companies posting earnings. pre-market, before open, and after market, post-market. So you got to know which companies do you want to research and be in. But Earnings Whispers gives you sort of the most anticipating earnings results, and that's what's on this list right here. Wednesday morning, nothing I'm really interested in there. We have Cisco on Wednesday after close. Red Robin sometimes plays nicely, being a restaurant. Thursday morning, John Deere, Amcor, Advanced Auto Parts, Birkenstock. There wasn't much going on with Birkenstock last time I checked them. KULR after closing on Thursday. Scandix is usually a pretty good one. We'll see what happens. And then on Friday, Flowers Food, which their actual manufacturing distribution plant is actually right next to my offices down in Miami. But that's pretty much it for the way of earnings this week. So let's jump into the charts a little bit, guys. I just want to share a couple things with you. First of all, let's go to the S&P 500 so you can kind of see what's happening with the S&P 500 as we opened up the market. So very strange, okay? I'm going to show this to you. This is actually the daily. Let's go to 30 minutes. Actually, let's go to the 5-minute. So what I don't love to see is what you see right here, and that is a gap down. But here's the very interesting thing about SPY, about the S&P 500 tonight. They opened up, okay, at the 8 p.m. bell and basically opened at 637.38, went to a high of 637.99, okay, continued up here to a high of 638.08. It's been on a consistent uptrend through this 24-hour market right now. A little bit of a pullback here at the 10:30 hour, but it's sitting at 638.56. So it basically gapped down from 638.61 high all the way to 637.99. No, I'm sorry, 637.34, and it returned. It recovered already. So pretty interesting to see what the S&P 500 did there. Didn't really give me a good idea or good indication of what it's going to do. When it gaps down, well, it usually there's potential to continue down. And then I know, hey, be careful in the market when the market opens. Anyway, my concern on this with the gap down is that it wouldn't recover or we would be running down the market, but instead it's running up. So I don't know what's going to happen. And then if you go and look at a lot of the other bigger term, longer term investments, Meta is on nothing but a run up, no gap here. Palantir, no gap here. Matter of fact, on an up, it's at 188.48, right? There's some good stuff going on in the market right now without even having to sort of, worry about the S&P 500. Microsoft had a hard drop down when the market first kicked in for overnight. Tesla on an up, continuing on an up, over 333 right now. Not bad, not bad. Google is up, right? Had a bit of a drop back down, but it's running up. I mean, everything's running up right now, guys. NVIDIA had a little bit of a down with the run back up. So not really quite sure what to make of that yet, but I will tell you 4 a.m. should tell us more, and then we'll see what the pre-market, when the pre-market ends and the bell rings. Couple things I want to share with you. First and foremost, guys, get off of there. One of my new favorites, Amprius Tech. All right, Amprius Tech, AMPX. Okay, so AMPX right now is sitting at $8.06. This is not a 24-hour market stock, so it's not going to do anything until come 4 a.m. So we won't know anything what's going to happen here until that time, and I am waiting. Friday, they had a high of $9.66. I have some support and resistance levels here set. Let's see if I can pull this down for you a little bit. Okay. My high is 990. I don't have it on this. I have it on my TradingView account, but my high is 990. Let's go ahead and add that in there now. So I have it when I speak to it. Boom. And that is sky's the limit. Sky's blue. 902 is my next basic, where we are right now, high resistance level. But what we're looking at right now, really, and let's get back to auto, is we've got a few key levels here. So 780 and 760 are levels of basically support. We'll see if by chance it comes down into that. All right, 806, where it's at right now, is basically right on the line of a resistance level. $9, 850 is my next one to 902. So we'll see how these play out. But I'm going to go ahead and do this with you guys right now. And this is pretty interesting. So, most of you that are in here, you know my strategy. My strategy is the rectangle strategy. You go to the highest point on the trading day, the day before, come down to the lowest point, lock it in. And then what you're going to do, we're going to go to 30 minutes. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to pull it across through the next day trading into that overnight. Let's go back to 15. And you see here that basically, look at that crazy 966 was the top. Now, normally it would be somewhere about here. And this would be, where your channel would be for my strategy. But we'll see what happens, guys. At the end of the day, this line right here, which is $7.62 roughly, is that right at that 760 support level. If it starts to turn down and it makes its way down here, we want it to hold right here. And in the pre-market between 4 a.m. and market bell 9:30, we want to start seeing that upward movement. So then when the market bell happens and rings, we can see what is it going to do, up or down. AMPX, I'm very excited about it, guys. Continues to show itself as an amazing stock, amazing company. Go and watch my AMPX video. I'm not going to talk a whole lot about that in here. I explain it all in there, what their financials are, how they're doing, all the technology that they're working through, all the relationships that they have going. Great stock, great opportunity. I love AMPX as much as I love APLD. No, I actually love APLD more, and I will continue to trade APLD. Speaking of that, APLD will be another one I'm in tomorrow. So APLD right now, not too bad in the 24 hours. Okay, it had some an up and then a down and an up and a down. And so it's kind of doing that right now because it's already at this $14 level, $14.14 right now. As I've always explained to you guys, APLD pretty much every day when the market bell rings drops hard and then continues either on a bit of a down path. That was a rough day Friday, and then worked its way back up, made money on the work your way back up. And that's what you have to be ready for. Same thing with the day before, hard drop down, little bit up, down again, little bit up. Day before, okay, hard up and then down and then up. See, guys, pretty much you got to wait. This 10 a.m. rule that everybody loves sort of applies to APLD. So be careful with APLD, but it is one I am in. Now, the winner, chicken dinner is BBAI. And I think I sort of already talked about it a little bit, but let me share a little bit more with you about it. Okay. Look at this. It's down to 722. Okay. I'm in it. And that's totally fine. I'm in it because I want to see what the earnings results are tomorrow after close. So I bought a position now. I'm either going to continue buying as it goes down, or it might go up and I'll buy some more as it goes up. But either way, BBAI, I believe, is a winner for tomorrow. They're announcing earnings after closing and very excited about it. So to give you a little bit of their financials, they were sitting at 715. They're at $7.27 right now in this overnight. Their Friday went from $6.59 to $7.26. But here's the thing. They basically have a new defense partner with DEFCON A1. Okay, if you didn't hear about this, last week they announced this partnership with DEFCON A1. And in essence, they develop advanced modeling, simulation, and data integration solutions aimed at enhancing force readiness and logistics for global defense operations. Yes, I read it off of my research. Okay, sorry guys. I like to give it to you right. I know a lot of people say like, oh, you're scripted, you're reading scripts. Yes, I do read scripts, guys. I want to be, the right information is what I want to give you. But for me, BBAI is a home run. Let's see what happens with earnings, but that's what I'm going to be in tomorrow. BBAI, APLD, AMPX, and I'm watching Joby, Joby, because of what's happening. Now let's go to Joby real quick because, guys, I'm going to tell you, I bought into Joby earlier as well. Look at this, guys, okay? So I made a decision to buy some shares of Joby in the 24-hour market, and I got in here when it first opened up. Red down, nice green, not fully engulfing. But I'm in here at about $16.70, sitting at $16.99, already cracked $17.09 in this 24-hour market. We will see what it does, guys. I'm excited to wake up at 4 a.m. Well, I'm not getting up 4 a.m. tomorrow, but I'm getting up at 5:30. And when I get up at 5:30, I pull up the chart, see what it's doing, and get ready to run. So we will see what Joby does tomorrow. and we're expecting a pullback. So this is my get in now while there's a last run, take profit, and let it drop. And we believe it's going to hit somewhere around the $15 support level, potentially break through to the $13 support level. And then when it turns and it makes its final turn up, we all believe, analysts, retail day traders, other YouTubers, that we're going to see $22 on Joby. And then potentially if it breaks $22, you're talking $28, $30. And long term, it looks like $35. So we'll see what happens with Joby. Anyway, guys, that is what I am doing. If you have any comments, please drop the comments in the channel and let me know what you're thinking about any of these stocks, anything you're playing, anything you may be doing. If you're seeing this tomorrow morning in the Monday morning market, then hey guys, drop a comment or even go in and look at Joby, look at BBI. Tell me what you're seeing based on some decisions that I'm making to try to play my earnings and play some of these stocks the right way for based on my experience level and my risk tolerance levels. I know where I'm at with them. So we'll see what they do. But guys, I hope you have a great market open Monday morning. We obviously will have an update some point later Monday after the bell closes, and we'll be waiting to see BBAI's earnings results. Guys, have a safe trading day Monday. See you tomorrow. Josh out. Peace.